Here is the review of Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. Generation selects Rotorstorm, who is a repaint and slight retool of Siege Spinister. So as you can see, in vehicle mode, he is, as you can already tell, a helicopter. And it has some nice silver on the cockpit here, all around the translucent, all around this like translucent red piece here on all around the cockpit. And you also get some more silver here on the back, along with some pink here. And you also get some more pink on him, and that is on the rotors here on the top. Well, the rotor blades here, and also some here, and these do spin. And on the front here, you do have like a teal color here. And you also get some darker blue here. Yeah. You do get some dark blue here and also here. And also, well, for one of these guns, because the other one I'm gonna show you it when we get to his weapons. Oh, and another feature that he has, besides the spinning propellers on the top and on the back, is on the bottom here, he has a retractable landing gear here. And you only get one landing gear, and that's on the front here. But there's no landing gear on the back. And one problem that I have with it in vehicle mode is right here. You can clearly see his like robot mode hands here. And as you can already tell here, he looks like he has like a second cockpit here, which is the same as this one here, but this is not meant for the front. It's meant to go on the bottom. And that's about it. Oh, and you also get a little bit more of a lighter blue paint on these things on the sides here. And that's about it for the vehicle mode. Now, before we get into robot mode, there is something that you can do with these two guns. The first thing that you can do with these is, obviously, you can store them on the bottom of these things here. From this peg here to these holes here. And and you can also put them in with these pegs on the bottom here into the same holes here. So you can either fit these into these holes using either this peg or this peg on both sides of these two guns here. And another way you can store these is you can store them on either one of these holes or these holes here on the sides here. And I'm just seeing if these here can fit into these holes, but no, they can't, because this propeller here hinders it. And while we're talking about these guns here, there is something weird here that I just that I just saw. Because as you can see, this one here has a purple plastic to it, and this one has a more blue plastic, which is weird. I think this is supposed to be with Spinister. I think it is, because I can tell by the purple plastic here. And I think this is supposed to be for Rotorstorm here, because this has a blue plastic to it. Oh, and the guns here are painted in a yellow paint. And I think that's about it for the vehicle mode. So now to transform him. First, well, you do want to take the top propeller and fold it together so that they're like this. Now for, well, take his arms here and untap them and bring them out, and these go into this hole, and this tab here and this notch here goes into a tab right there. And then you want to bring them out, and you also want to untab the elbows and bring them out, and these go into this hole this hole here into this peg here. Then you do the same on the other side. And you do want to get his arms out of the way. Now you want to take these here and untap them and fold them out. And, well, you want to take this side here, untap it and fold it this way. And these tabs go into the holes right there. And then you want to take this side here, untap it and fold it this way so that they look like this. Now on the bottom here, flip up the landing gear and then untap this piece here and fold it out. Then take the cockpit here and bring it forward and close this back up. Now for what will become his foot, you want to untap it and fold it down, and this hole is where that tab goes into, and then bring it all the way around. And there's one leg all done. Now for the other leg, which is this second cockpit here, you want to untap it and bring it down, and inside here you want to make sure that this piece is folded out so that way you can take his other leg and bring it out. And then close this back up. And these two pegs is where these two holes go into. Now for this foot, you want to untap it and bring it down. And you want to rotate it down to about here, because you need to take this foot here and rotate it. Well, you do want to rotate it around, but you also want to bring it up on this swivel joint here, and then bring it up, and then bring it up on this pin joint. And there's the other leg all done. Now you can bring his legs down and rotate them around. Then take his waist here, rotate it around. Now you're going to take the propellers and this blue piece here and untap it bring it up, and this taps into these two holes and these two pegs here. Then you want to untap the back propeller, and the propeller, well, you want to take the propeller and take this piece, and you want to bring the propeller all the way down, which will allow you to take this piece and rotate it around, and this will go into that hole right there. But before you do that, you want to take the waist and his legs, and, well, no, you actually want to take his chest here and bring it up. And I just rotated his waist the wrong way. So it looks like this. Now you can tap in the back propellers on his back and bring this up and tap it in. And for the top propellers, you can either have them like this, or you can rotate them up so that these two blades are in the middle of the back propeller here, if you want to. But I'm gonna leave it like this. And you're done. And the only changes that they did with this figure is that they gave him a brand new head. And this is supposed to replicate his appearance in the Transformers IDW comics called Last Stand of the Wreckers. But everything else is just the Spinister repaint. And you do get a little bit more pink on him, and that is on his shoulders here. And a little bit more silver here. And a little bit more of that light blue color. But that's about it. And for articulation, head is on a ball joint. He can't really look up due to this back propeller getting in the way, but he can look down really good. Arms can rotate all the way around, move in and out, biceps swivel, double jointed elbows. Wrist swivel, waist swivel, legs go forward, back, in and out, thigh swivel, knee, and his feet can pivot. And they can move up and down due to the transformation. And that's it. And as for his two guns here, you can have him fit them in his hands, either these pegs here or these pegs here on both sides, or you can have these fit onto these holes to give him like arm guns, or these holes to have him shoulder guns. And that's about all the holes that he has. Oh, I didn't see this in vehicle mode, but in vehicle mode, on one of these cockpits, not on both of them, just on one side. In vehicle mode, you can plug yeah. In vehicle mode, you can plug either one of these guns into this port here on one of these cockpits here. And he only has a hull on one side only, so you can fit these two guns onto, not on both sides, as you can see, just on one side only. So, sorry that I forgot to mention y'all that. But I'm gonna have him hold them in his hands. So, final thoughts. The vehicle mode does look great, but the only problems I have with it is that you can see his visible hands sticking out on the back. And you can also see one of these fake cockpits in vehicle mode on the bottom. And also, his guns here, I wish that both of these were in this color blue, instead of having one gun a blue plastic and the other one a purple plastic. And the robot mode does look great, but his head is a little limited in articulation due to the back propeller getting in the way. But everything else looks great. So I think that's about it. So there you have it. Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Generation Select, Rotorstorm. And if you like this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.